Hey guys, welcome back to Ridiculous Radio. I'm your host Conrad. Tonight we have Keith Sweet joining us from Sweet Exotics. We figured we'd talk to him. I reached out to him a year ago, and he didn't want to at the time. Then he reached back out to me, and it's like, "Hey, you want to do it?" I'm like, "Yeah, yeah, let's do it this week." I kind of haven't really been scheduling much out recently. And if someone reaches out to me, I'll have them on, but I haven't been totally um, focused on like the live streams at the moment. I do have some herping trips coming up in the spring. Um, I got a buddy who's going to be actually Brendan Bear from Herpy. He's going to be opening up his zoo finally, and I plan on going down there, getting some footage, getting some pictures, talking to him in person. So look forward to that content. Yeah, so it's been pretty busy. I picked up recently, picked up a couple crested geckos. Those things are pretty sweet. Those are mainly for the kids. Um, and hold on, here he is. So we're gonna welcome him in. Kinda. Hold on. Looks like he's still trying to. There you go. All right, guys.
And the crowd goes
So, guys, this is
wild. I think I lost you.
yeah. Hi. Oh shit, he froze. And the crowd goes wild. Oh wait. Yeah, you kind of did. So, dude, my Wi-Fi has been super spotty lately. It's kind of shitty. So how have you been?
Yeah. All right,
Uh-oh.
yourself. See if I can maximize the screen.
Are you there? Am I there? I don't know what's going on. Technical
You're like,
difficulties. Nothing new to Ridiculous Radio.
yeah, you're like freezing and
Hold up.
stuff.
Let me. Are you on Wi-Fi?
No, I don't have any here.
Oh, all right. So I don't know if you're. No, that's fine, man. So yeah. So what got you into keeping reptiles? I guess you can start out there.
I really don't know. It's just always been there. Uh, I remember as a kid, I'd be uh, 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 I'd be going through dinosaur books
All
and
right.
stuff. And the dinosaurs actually didn't interest me all that much. Um, uh, it was more so crocodilians, snakes, uh, modern day lizards. I seen. Uh, 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 I remember seeing a picture of uh, a mangrove snake, and I just thought that that was the coolest thing ever. It was in a it was in a threat position. I just thought that that was the coolest fucking thing. Well, mm, my grandparents are absolutely terrified of snakes, and I wasn't allowed to have any. I could only have lizards, uh, tarantulas. I br- uh, brought home a baby alligator once, and they go, "Is that legal?" I said, "Yeah," and they're like, "All right, whatever." So I got got my first lizard when I was 5. It was at yeah, yellow-throated plated lizard. I got a couple months after getting it, it actually got loose, and it ended up in the couch while I was at school. Well, my grandpa found him, not knowing what the hell to do with a lizard. He grabbed him by his tail, and his tail broke off. Scared the ever living shit out of him. So, yeah, it's just always.
Oh man. All right. So what? So what you keep? I know what you keep. But what you keep now?
A little bit of everything.
What have you found like that fascinates you the most? I noticed you kind of revolve your collection around what you like.
Everything. I cannot stick to one single species because just about everything is fucking awesome. The ones that grab my attention most are like venomous, retics, old world rat snakes, which I don't have any anymore. Indigo snakes I've never had, but I desperately want some. Scrub pythons, just everything. I even enjoy.
I totally feel that because.
Hello?
Yeah. Keep going. Sorry, I'm bad at interrupting.
I even like stuff as common as it's like corn snakes. I've got three of them here. Just across the room from like cobras and rattlesnakes, and actually got a little.
Ow.
A little rhino viper right now. Oh shit! I lost you.
Oh man.
Ah, son of a bitch.
Oh, I still see you. I don't know what's going on. I still see you though.
Hey guys, look! I'm a boomer.
Not quite. Not that old yet.
Well, that's not doing anything. But my personal collection, I've got Eastern Diamondback rattlesnakes, retics, rhino viper, horn sand viper, copperhead, Indo-Chinese spitting cobra, zebra spitting cobra, corn snakes. Cora collects snakes as well, but she tends to focus a bit more on boas. So those interest me all that much. I just think that behaviorally they're boring and kind of dumb. But she's got a really awesome one right here. I think one is like an Argentine.
Oh wow.
But yeah,
that one is pretty.
Yeah,
that's pretty gorgeous, man.
But This is probably the only boa that I actually enjoy, because this thing is just off the charts awesome.
Yeah, I really like the pattern. And I'm with you there. I've never really been into like the boa species more. In all honesty, that yellow anaconda was the hybrid was the first boa species technically that I picked up.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. I've had uh I, I've had green anacondas, yellow anacondas, and I really want both of them again, especially greens. Those are just amazing.
Well, I know
Completely.
my buddy Jesse's expecting some yellows at least, but he's hoping on greens this year.
Pure pures or hybrids?
So the yellows, I believe, would be pure yellows because he's got a patternless female and then a patternless male, pure yellow that he's trying to pair up. And then he's got a few pure greens, and then he's got like one hybrid male that I don't know if he's really pairing that one to anything this year or not.
Well, best of luck to them. I've heard that anacondas aren't exactly the easiest things to breed.
Yeah, no, he's had his ups and downs with it for sure. I mean, with the hybrids though, he got like a litter of 30, I think he counted 30 something with the last litter.
Sure.
And that was pretty crazy.
But yeah, a lot. Like I said,
Sorry,
my,
I got my kids here.
that's right. Mine was actually really really upset that she could not be here for this. But 4-year-olds are just bouncing off the walls, so can't really
Oh, dude, we
room with.
oh, it's all right.
But
Yeah, I guess I totally understand that. So I guess are you okay with talking about the problem you kind of ran into earlier in 2020?
nidovirus?
Yeah.
Yeah. I actually took down some notes here, just because I am scatterbrained and extremely forgetful. So yeah. So October 2019 at Tinley, I picked up an anthrax tiger off of a pretty well-known retic breeder. Not going to say who, because I don't want to rage war against the entire retic community any more than I already do. So anyway,
Right.
I picked up this snake. I noticed it was. I noticed it was a bit on the thin side. Uh, uh, it had a swollen mouth, bubbling a little bit, and I asked him about it. He said, he said, oh, that's all right. It's just an RI. It, it, uh, he, got cold on the way over here. I'm like, all right, whatever. Um, so, uh, I got him home. I toss him in a hot, dry cage to like get rid of the infection. And after keeping them that way for several months, the symptoms did not go away. So I took them up to the vet. That they prescribed antibiotics, and those made very little difference. Then I took them to a different vet, and they prescribed Baytril. And as a lot of us know, that burns big ass holes in your snake. It essentially kind of burns out the infection. So that didn't work. So after a year of trying to like fix this snake and just getting tired of having a 12-foot male retic with a feeding drive through the roof, which he did actually chase me out of my snake room at one point. So anyway, I ended up selling them back to the guy that I got them from. So fast forward 6 months or however long it was. We pull a clutch of eggs out of a big berm. So after laying the eggs, the sperm developed an RI. Again, I dropped humidity, and those didn't do anything. Again, I took her to the vet. They took a mouth swab, sent me on my way, and a couple days later, they called me saying that she had tested positive for nidovirus. Me not knowing very much about like a reptile illnesses and all that, I messaged Pia Bartolini and Stephen Tillis, which are essentially the top two people researching nidovirus. And I learned that it does not have a cure. It is very closely related to COVID, which everybody knows and loves. But not all animals display symptoms, and not all animals test positive. The ones that do are most are most likely shedding the virus, which means displaying symptoms, which this sperm obviously was. So, symptoms include clear mucus discharge, red gums, open mouth breathing, wheezing, coughing up a thick brown snot-like fluid, weight loss, low appetite, muscle loss, fatigue, and heavily symptomatic animals usually end up dying, which this girl here is extremely high risk. She was actually bred with that sick male, and as you can see, she's not coughing, she's not wheezing, she's not open mouth breathing. She hasn't had any.
She's not showing any symptoms. Then.
Yeah, but there's pretty much no way in hell that she doesn't have it. So anyway, prior to finding all these things out, I did not have the best cross-contamination prevention plans. So that, and the fact that we don't have a sink here to wash our bowls, and well, sometimes bowls bounce between snakes after being lightly washed, using the same holding tub on like multiple animals. We actually had gotten mites since then. So there's basically no way in hell that most, if not all, of the animals here have been exposed. But there is no evidence to point towards large species gaps, like a python nidovirus can like bounce between green trees, carpets, retics, ball pythons, but it's not going to spread to boas. It's not going to spread to colubrids, lizards, vipers, lapids. But there are over 40 different kinds of 40 different kinds of nidovirus. But yeah, it is estimated that over 30% of all adult populations in the pet trade have it. Not 30% of collections, 30% of all adult pythons. So it's fucking everywhere.
Yeah, I was reading your post about that, and honestly, I'm not really super shocked at that fact. You know, if you think about it, a lot of people with their collections just grow and grow, and you know, a lot of the times people don't keep animals up through adulthood. They transfer hands a lot. They transfer breeders sometimes. You know what I mean? So,
constantly, like breeder loans and everything else that goes on.
and then when you do have a mite outbreak, like you were saying, it can transfer from snake to snake a lot easier. Um, yeah, so it's scary to think about, and
It,
especially with no cure, it's kind of
yeah, it took us a couple of months to just open up about it, because it is one of those things that no one likes to talk about. Uh, no one knows much of anything about it. So I try to learn as much as I can. I don't know all the scientific terms and all that, but uh, I know the most basic of basic stuff about it. So 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 I
and
decided to help people take quarantine more seriously, and everything else, to help everyone learn from my mistakes, which I make a shitload of them. uh,
I think everyone makes mistakes still, but like not everyone's as open about those mistakes. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, I've had
Um, so
uh,
and
I've had
that's why it's really good when someone's open about it and is able to talk about it.
yeah I've had
Help your
people I have known for years. I've had I've had people who I have known for years come at me like, um, uh, I like I know better than everyone. Um, uh, Pretending that, like, I've never fucked up. Like I've never had a snake get loose, anything like that. But but in all honesty, I'm uh, uh, I don't know if I would use the word humble, but I am open uh, about about the uh, about the mistakes I make, so that other people don't make them. Um, so yeah, this dude is all over the place.
Yeah, dude, he's pretty. Is he platinum?
Nope. This is a
Is he?
Sunfire het purple genetic stripe pos het anthrax, and I was supposed to pair him up with her next year, and that is a normal het anthrax, uh, purple or purple or Indo caramel, and I was gonna try to make uh, orange glow Sunfire anthraxes next year, but then Nido hit, and I don't know if I will ever breed retics. Uh, so yeah. Um, about breeding and Nido. Um,
Oh shit!
uh, with with live bears, if a NIDO positive female gives birth, there is an extremely high probability that the babies will contract it because of her breathing on them immediate bodily fluid stuff. But with egg layers, Nido typically survives on a surface for Jesus, excuse me again. Survives on a surface for about 2 weeks, and it is not like warm, humid temperatures such as incubators. So as long as long as it, you artificially incubate your eggs and make damn sure that the babies and the adults do not cross contaminate through clothing, your skin, through cages, feeding tools, water bowls, anything like that. Your babies should be clean. Pia and Cody bred two Nido positive green tree pythons together, and they got 16 babies. The outside of the eggs were tested after they were laid, and the eggs tested positive, but at a month old, the babies tested negative. Now, that doesn't really mean much of anything because false negatives happen all the time if the animals are not displaying symptoms. But they've been tested every 3 months for the past 3 years, and they're still testing negative. So it is possible. It is possible to breed and still have a Nido positive collection, but if you do decide to go this route, at least be honest with potential buyers. That's about all I can say. Which obviously, if I do decide to breed pythons, I am obviously very open about it. So,
and like you said, if you were to breed,
less of a scumbag.
Right. No, dude, I don't look at you as a scumbag at all. I think you're honestly a really great guy. And I mean, you do some really amazing shit with your animals. I mean, you have a fucking awesome collection. And like, honestly, I would, like you said, if you took like the proper precautions and incubated the eggs in a separate facility, etc., and did everything you could to make sure those babies didn't come in contact with nidovirus, I would honestly probably buy one from you.
Right. Well, I did.
And I think I mentioned that in your post because, you know, I have a snake from, for example, I have a snake from Prehistoric Pets, and to say that Jay Brewer has an experienced nidovirus in his collection would be insane. He's got probably the biggest collection of retics in the U.S.
Oh yeah. The guy that I bought this anthrax tiger from. Once told me that he had like a 150 uh breeding adults, and that and and uh uh and for like ball pythons that have like uh 6 eggs at a time. That's not really all that much, but 75 or 100 to 150 adult breeding retics that average clutch like 30, 40 eggs. That's a lot of fucking babies going all over the country. I like
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
I don't mean to
that's
like
insane. Let me see if I can do the math real quick. That would be close to like oh, that would be over like 3,000 babies a season going out.
well
If he had all successful clutches, that would be a lot.
yeah if uh, um I I may be wrong, which I quite often am, but I think per, prehistoric pets sells like 3,000 retics a year. Now, this guy again, if let's say hypothetically there are 100 breeding adults, obviously not all of them are females, but even
Yeah,
even
that's
one
true.
male per every female, which no one does. Everyone that uses one male for 3, 5 females, but that's still 50 females producing 30 eggs. That's still a lot of damn snakes.
Yeah, yeah, that's a crazy amount of snakes. I couldn't imagine like having 1,500 babies even at once. You know what I mean? That would be a lot of work.
Hi.
Really?
Hi.
Yeah, he said hi back.
Yeah, I
Sorry,
don't.
she's a handful.
But yeah, I don't mean to like scare anyone or like anything like that, but that is just the cold hard reality. Uh, yeah,
Right.
uh, I know. Uh, I know that Nido is extremely common in like carpet pythons, green tree pythons, uh, uh, scrub pythons, but yeah, it's just everywhere. I do. It it is a much more serious matter than say mites, but like the reptile community often condemns people for getting mites. I don't care who you are. If you have more than two or three snakes and you go to reptile shows uh, on a regular basis, you are going to get mites. If you don't already have them,
Yeah.
you probably have. You will get them at some point. I can guarantee it. And
Yeah.
and yet everyone treats newer people with mites like complete dog shit, and it's just ridiculous because it's just something so stupid and common, and everyone deals with them at some point or another, usually more than once.
Yep. So I'm gonna be honest, the last time I had mites was probably when I was a teenager and dealing with more ball pythons than anything else. But I also don't really do too many reptile shows, but I know I'm gonna end up with them eventually. It's just everyone does. You know what I mean?
Um, part of my uh, part of my mite prevention stuff is I'm gonna try not to shake up this camera too much, but hi girly, I put hot shot strips in my cages, and I put them at the back of all of my tubs. I do not use full strips unless they're on the outside of the cage. But yeah, that's just a little prevention that I try to use.
Do you see that? Do you see that helps a lot? Like, do you notice the difference after using that?
Yeah. um, Typically, to get rid of mites, what I like to do is I will take out the snake, toss it in water and nix, and then ooh, that's a nice yawn. And and spray out the tub or cage with reptile spray. Personally, I have not had much luck with much luck with prevent mite, but I know a lot of people that do. But wipe it down with reptile spray. You use paper towel as bedding, so that obviously if there's any new ones I can see them. And I completely re-hot shot everything if I see even one, because the hot shot strips only last like 3-4 months, I think. But yeah, I haven't seen any in here since, I don't know, October.
Yeah. Well, I'll keep that in mind if I ever run into that problem. Sure. So did you have anything that you planned on adding to your collection that you just haven't been able to yet, or?
Indigo snakes. I really want a forest cobra. I really want a king cobra, but again, I don't have the space. I don't have that level of hands-on experience, so ain't gonna be anytime soon. Death adders, Bowen's pythons, Colette snakes, just again everything.
Right.
I've had well, not personally owned, but I have worked with almost every species, like a North American pet vipers. I've worked with eyelash vipers, white lip vipers, um, red spitting cobras. Obviously, the two spitters I have here now, um, monocled cobras. Um, just about every every common cold-blooded hobby. I've had a lot of shit.
All right. So so when it comes to cobras, I wanted to ask, like in venomous, where did you learn like handling techniques, and where did you like first start working with them?
What when I was 19 and then well, I guess 18 and still in high school, I had I had just gotten my driver's license, and every Tuesday and Thursday I would drive to the local pet store and fuck around with snakes, because again I wasn't allowed to have any at the time. Eventually, I met this guy who actually bred snakes, and he lived about a mile down the road from me. So one day, I drive over to his house, and he had 4 or 5 barns, about a pair of a pair of a gaboon vipers, albino western diamondback rattlesnakes, stuff like that. And I started vending reptile shows with them, and over time, he let me work with puff adders, timber rattlesnakes, starting out there, and he uh, and he was given a venomoid monocled cobra, and I thought that thing was the coolest fucking snake on the planet. I eventually I started working with that here and there a little bit, and then he got then he got
Sorry,
some,
I kind of cut out there. Wi-Fi is real.
what was the last thing you caught?
I'm not forgetting your phone.
What the hell just happened? Really?
Daddy, no.
Sorry, it looks like both of our internet's cutting out.
I can't move.
Yeah.
Okay, so so what was the last thing you caught?
That you started working for a pet store, and you would go there every Tuesday and Thursday after work. You would drive there. You started getting into what you were working with there, and then cut out on me, and I was like,
Okay, so after school, I would go to this pet store, and eventually I met a guy who bred snakes. And he lived about a mile down the road from me. He I decided to check out his animals, and he had four or five large Burmese pythons, false water cobras, um, black Mexican kings, corn snakes, gaboon vipers, albino westerns, and eventually he was given a venomoid cobra, and I started working around with that after a year or so, working with non-venomous, learning all the tools of the trade and stuff, and eventually he got red spitting cobras, snouted cobras, just miscellaneous other species, and yeah, I got my very own first cobra a month or so before meeting Cora. Then yeah, I've had 5 or 6 different species of my own. Monocles being by far the favorite so far. Well, I don't behaviorally anyway. Visually, red spitters, but
right.
yeah.
So, what's a tip that you would recommend for people who are looking to get into that?
Work with someone else's animals. Do not get your own.
Or spotty, I'm spotty. I don't know.
But work with someone else's animals first. Pay close attention, not just to what the teacher is telling you, but pay close attention to the animal's body language, because different different snakes have different ways of different snakes have different ways of communicating and letting you know enough is enough. Listening to the animal is just as important as listening to the mentor.
Right.
Because a stressed out animal is much more difficult to work with. If it's calm, cool, collected, acting like it naturally would, is not is not scared for its life, it is 100 times easier than not working with an asshole. For the love
Yeah.
of God, do not start
Yeah, I
out
bet.
with
I could see that. I mean,
assholes.
that's with any species, though. You can just
Work it, if at all possible, work with animals um, uh, native to your area. In case you get bit, the nearest hospital will have anti-venom on hand. You there?
froze. Hold on. I froze. My internet's.
Sorry, Cam.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, my internet's acting up. Don't press buttons.
I had you too.
No, you don't have to touch anything.
We had
You don't gotta touch anything. Stop.
I
Stop. It's not funny. This is what I deal with.
Parenting difficulties.
Stop, dude. Go find your sister.
No, I don't want to get you.
Well, then sit here and stay still. Be calm. All right. Yeah, I'm sorry, man. It's kind of been a spotty internet day, but I definitely appreciate you coming on and stuff. I don't know if you had a few more that you wanted to show off or not.
I can't.
Wow. Look at that.
These are albino jags. Now, for those who don't know retics, jags are very well known for having a spider ball python wobble, or like a jag carpet python wobble.
I know those guys.
All right.
But these two
I know
don't wobble.
All right.
There is a lot of
I've always liked the
debate.
Jags, man. Their pattern's just awesome.
There's a lot of debate on whether or not wobbles that can be bred out of jags, which the like F1 animals call it corkscrew, flop around all over the place. They really should not have been bred. They're just that bad. But this guy, the like little bit of like a neuro issues that he does have are very few and far between. His sister does not wobble at all. But she is about to knock.
And he's and she's gorgeous for sure. Here, let me I can probably bring you up on full screen. Hold on.
These things look 100 times better in person. These yellows are like highlighter
Oh,
yellow. The
I bet.
purples are like neon.
Sorry, I brought you up on full screen.
It's just not a showing up all that well in the camera, but bright highlighter yellow head at least on the females isn't that bright. But yeah, I've got two of the few wobble for free jags, and so I think these are just absolutely amazing. I wanted to use them to start a
No, no, don't use that one. Just Aquatics.
super dwarf Motley Phantom Jag, Motley Marble Jag project, and well, at this point in time, it ain't gonna happen, but yeah, these things are off the charts awesome.
I thought I brought there.
If I could figure out how to.
Yeah, man. They are pretty sweet. So I want to have you back on again to talk.
Sure.
My internet's just really acting up, and I don't know if it's the cold weather or what's going on here. But I've been having problems ever since we got that like 5-degree cold spell, you know.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you wanna, if we can like have you back on one of these days, like within the next few weeks or so, to talk a bit more. I don't know if you're down for that.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Let's. Huh?
Yes, absolutely. You
Okay.
there?
Well, yeah, man. I'll look forward to it.
Okay.
Sweet. I'll definitely look forward to it. I'm sorry, my internet's. Yeah, I'm here. My internet's just really acting up. I don't know what's going on with it. It's being real spotty, and I got to figure something out with it because it's kind of driving me nuts.
Speaking of
but-
acting up, there's my
Yeah,
jags.
I'd love to have you back on, man, and I definitely appreciate you reaching out to me and coming on this week. That was awesome.
No problem.
Hold on, let me.
Gotta stop her from knocking shit all over the place.
Well, sweet, man. Maybe when my internet's not as spotty, we can do a little bit more of a show and tell with your collection, if you don't mind.
Yeah, sure. Oh, you bitch. But yeah, I don't know how to like turn this
All right.
thing. So
Um,
I've got retakes the chase.
Well, awesome, man. All right. Well, I'll let you get to that, and you have a good night, man.
You too.
I'll message you here, and we'll figure something out.
All right.
I definitely appreciate you coming on, though, for sure.
No problem.
All right. Well, you guys have a good night. And I said you guys have a good night, and my daughter chimes in you too. I wasn't talking to you. But oh wow. So all right, man. Well, I'll get a hold of you here I'll probably message you and apologize once again for my internet problems, but I'll get a hold of you here and we can plan on something else
All right, cool.
as well.
All right. Oh. Don't know how to close out of this thing.
All right. All right. Have a good night, Keith, and I definitely appreciate it. Okay. Oh, there he goes. All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Sorry about the horrible connection. If you guys were able to bear through it, that was awesome. I'll definitely throw this link on like Facebook and other things. Kind of got my kids here tonight, so it's less so hectic on that aspect. But thanks again, guys. Have a good night.